Yes!
Hey guys, it's Ink, and today I'm here to talk about something that I'm sure you are already well aware about. That's right, today we're talking about my man Waluigi's chances of being in Smash Bros. Ultimate. We're going to talk about why it's a tragedy that Waluigi is not in Smash Bros. Yet, as well as a potential moveset and why Waluigi could easily be top tier. It's honestly a little ridiculous that he's still not in Super Smash Bros. After all this time, and after all of these wands. So why hasn't Waluigi been put into Smash yet? Critics of Waluigi say he can't make it into Smash because he's never been in his own game, but to me this is kind of a weak argument. Luigi didn't have his own game when he was in the original Super Smash Bros., but he was a well-rounded supporting character who complemented Mario's inclusion in the game. And I also happen to know of a certain character in Smash who never had his own game and was much more obscure than Waluigi, and wasn't even his own video game character. But for whatever reason, he was still put into the game. Many people claim that Waluigi can't be in Smash because he's only ever appeared in spin-off games. But oh, the spin-off games he's appeared in. Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, Mario Party, Super Mario Strikers with his signature crotch chop. Waluigi, yeah, yeah, yeah! Super Mario Maker, Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and of course the legendary Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix.
Here we go! Good! Keep on going!
This guy's made his lovable, long face known in pretty much every non-canonical Mario game ever made. In fact, when I googled major Mario characters, Waluigi was the number 3 result. Even though he started off as a kind of strange spin-off character from Mario Tennis, he's grown a large fan base over the years, and he's become a favorite and cemented his wah in all of our hearts. Another reason people say Waluigi shouldn't be in the game is because it would make the Mario series overrepresented. And while it's true that there would be a large number of characters representing the Mario series, I would argue that if there's any series you're going to overrepresent, it needs to be the Mario series. Mario is basically the Mickey Mouse of Nintendo, and when people think of Nintendo, they think of Mario. Now, I'm not like a radical extremist saying that we need every Mario character down to Koopa Troopa on the roster, although Geno would still be very much appreciated, but I am saying that Waluigi would add a sense of completion to the roster. The roster's full of partnerships. We've got Mario and Luigi, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, Peach and Daisy, Bowser and Bowser Jr., Fox and Falco, and Wario and who? Literally no one, and it drives my OCD crazy. Just put him in there, fill that slot, and just resolve that a little bit, please. Anyway, another argument I hear a fair amount is that Sakurai said Waluigi would never make it into battle. But to be fair, Sakurai has said a lot of things. He said Villager wouldn't make it into battle because he was unfit for battle, or Ridley wouldn't make it into battle because he was too big. And he also said that each Smash game since Brawl would be his last, so I'm not personally swayed by Sakurai saying one thing or another. He doesn't always know the direction that the series is going to take. And it seems like he's always open to having his mind changed. The only really convincing evidence of Waluigi not being in the game is that he's already in as an assist trophy. And while this does seem like a problem, a possible solution to this is that they could just do a skin swap for the assist trophy while Waluigi is on stage for, I don't know, Lanky Kong. It doesn't really matter who they swap out the skin for, but they've done it before. Look at the 3DS version of Smash 4 on the Spirit Track stage. Toon Link is conducting the train unless he is in battle, in which case he's swapped out for a different skin. The biggest reason Waluigi should be in Smash is because of how immensely popular he's become over the last few years. If you look at a list of all the commonly requested fighters for Smash Ultimate, you might see King K. Rool, Shantae, Decidueye, Shovel Knight, Crash Bandicoot, Banjo and Kazooie, but none of these are more relevant or popular than Waluigi. Waluigi is the most recognizable character out of all these potential newcomers. In fact, many non-gamers still know who Waluigi is, and that's gotta count for something. he's still more popular and recognizable than most of the roster, actually. You can't tell me that people recognize Duck Hunt Dog or Rob over Waluigi. Not to mention, the man can sing. Now let's talk about a potential moveset for Waluigi. His jab would be a triple hit attack with the first hit as a quick punch, the second hit as a kick, and the third hit knocks the opponent away with a swing of his tennis racket. And I think this third hit should reflect projectiles as well. His forward tilt should be a quick breaststroke through the air, moving him slightly forward and having low knockback. This would be a reference to him swimming through the air in Mario Tennis. His down tilt ought to be a sweeping kick with his long legs that trip up opponents. His up tilt should be a quick sweep high above his head with the tennis racket, but I think if he starts at one leg and goes all the way to the other in an arc, it ought to also reflect projectiles, and I think it would be a really cool mix-up to be able to reflect from both sides. His dash attack should definitely be a tornado spin, in reference to his spins in Mario Tennis. Now, let's talk about aerials. His neutral air should be him sticking out his limbs quickly, functioning a lot like King Dedede's neutral air. His down air should be a strong stomp like Captain Falcon's, or Ganondorf's, accompanied with a I think his forward air should be a strong spike with his tennis racket that can send his foes shooting back down to the stage. His up air should be a scissors kick, high above his head, kinda similar to Sonic's up air, but maybe a bit stronger because his legs are so long. His back air would be similar to Ike's, but instead of swinging a sword, he swings his tennis racket. And once again, I think it would be really cool if this could reflect projectiles. I just had this picture in my head of rushing towards Samus's charge shot with a reverse aerial rush and hitting it right back at her. Now that we've talked about his normals, let's get onto his smash attacks. I think the forward smash should be a swing with his long golf club in reference to Mario Golf. And his down smash ought to be him breakdancing in reference to his legendary appearance in Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. But to be honest, I kinda stole this from Smash mods in the past for Waluigi. His up smash ought to be him kicking his leg behind his head and ballerina spinning. This move would pull the enemy in kinda like Toon Link's up B, but it would launch them straight upward instead of off to the side. His grab would have an above average range because Waluigi's arms are so long, and his pummel should just be a simple punch. His forward throw could serve the enemy like a tennis ball with his tennis racket, and his down throw ought to be a stomp into the ground, kinda like his assist trophy, which I think could make for some really interesting tech chases. His up throw could be a simple kick into the air, and his back throw could be a simple toss of the enemy behind him. It doesn't have to be really fancy, they're just throws. But now for the fun stuff, specials. And as fond as I am of the chargeable WHAM move from Super Smash Bros. Mods in the past, I don't think this should make the final cut. I think it's just a little too goofy. But I think that Waluigi's neutral special should be a spinning ballerina tornado that functions kinda like Meta Knights. His forward special should be a cheater kick, and in all honesty, I borrowed this from a Reddit user by the name of Definitely Not Sasha. This cheater kick would let out a weak kick that hits no matter what. However, if the attack is blocked or dodged, there's no knockback, but it still does damage. I think his down special should function a lot like Peach's, pulling out random Mario Kart items. The most common being a shell or banana, but every now and then pulling out an invincibility star or a bomb. His up special should be Waluigi swimming through the air to his destination. Now for his final smash. I think the negative zone from Luigi's Final Smash and Brawl would be perfect for Waluigi. It's just so bizarre and strange. I think it would just fit the character like a glove. Now I don't really have a preference on his taunts as long as they include the crotch chop from Mario Super Strikers. And that wraps up what I think of Waluigi's moveset. I think Waluigi could be a strong character because of his long reach, and if they added disjointed hitboxes, which are hitboxes that don't have hurt boxes, basically you can attack but not be attacked with them. If they add those on his attacks that use items like his tennis racket, he would be a force to be reckoned with. And there you have it. That's why Waluigi should be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and what he could possibly play like. I honestly don't know how likely it is that Waluigi will make it into battle, but all memes aside, I certainly hope he does. He's just such a fun, bizarre, sporadic character that it would be a blast to be able to play as him. But we'll have to see what Sakurai says. Let me know in the comments below if you think Waluigi should be a playable character in Smash or if he should stay out. Also let me know if you're currently playing Smash 4 or Melee. I kinda wanna know who's out there. I'll make sure I personally reply to every comment on this video, so seriously, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to subscribe to Ink Thinks if you want more content like this in the future. Until then, stay smashing.
SOS. Waluigi. This guy's always gonna